Damn it, Russell Wilson, if you lose this game after doing high knees on the owl when your ass was supposed to be asleep, what the hell, bro? Take your ass to sleep and get ready for the game. Learn how to complete a goddamn pass. I swear to you, if the Broncos, I swear to you, I kid you not, I'm telling you, if the Broncos lose this game. Yes, sir, the best sports podcast there is, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. Look, man, I hope you had a great week so far, and if you haven't, I hope I can make your week better by listening to this. And of course, man, I always greatly appreciate you tuning in and sharing with friends and all of that stuff. But let's get into it, man. I'm not really one for reminiscing, but I'm gonna be today, and I guess that's a cap too, because I love reminiscing. Actually, I feel I'm very blessed, very blessed. But just to reminisce really quick, because I was torn apart. That Super Bowl back when my Atlanta Falcons lost 28-3. That was just painful. It was like we were hot one day. We were the best on the planet, it seemed like. And then all of a sudden, we lose. Brady does his thing. He comes back. He's beating down on us. Matt Ryan loses his starting job to the Indianapolis Colts. All of these things just trickle down, but it's crazy how time works in that case. But as I said, yes, Matt Ryan is now a benched quarterback with the Indianapolis Colts, and Sam Ehlinger will start for the remainder of the season as of now. Now, I don't have any animosity left in me from that 28-3 blowing the league. I was pissed. And sometimes it still irks my nerve, just a tiny bit. But I've always said about Matt Ryan that he's an average quarterback that's going to keep your head above water, but he's not going to get you across the river. He's going to help your team be somewhat relevant. He's going to keep some sort of status to your team, keep you right above average, but he's not going to take you to your division round winning, and he's not going to take you to the conference championship. He's not going to take you back to the Super Bowl and actually win. He's an okay quarterback, but I'm just a firm believer that you should not be losing games the same way you have lost through the past. If you've been losing one way, why not try something else to possibly get a win? Do not keep doing the same thing to lose ball games. That's just a fool's mentality right there, and a loser's mentality. So I'm not upset about the Colts doing this, because from what I've seen, and even Matt Ryan over the course of history, when he was with the Atlanta Falcons, yeah, he was nice. I get it. He got an MVP. He took his team to the Super Bowl, won his division, won the conference. I was somewhat of a decorated quarterback. I can understand that. I'll give him that. And it's nothing about hating at all. But ever since Kyle Shanahan has left this man, the offensive genius, he hasn't succeeded at all. What has Matt Ryan done since he's dispartnered with Kyle Shanahan? Absolutely nothing. And even when he was still in Atlanta, it wasn't like he didn't have a team. He had the guys there. He still had Julio Jones. He still had Mohamed Sanu. He still had Devontae Freeman. Even got Todd Gurley at one point and couldn't do anything with it. So, I mean, you can say what you want about Matt Ryan being this quarterback that deserves a starting spot. But if you're not going to take this team to the next level, what am I wasting time for you? What am I wasting time with you for? Why waste this time of keeping you around and keeping me above average or keeping me just at average to not accomplish anything? As I said, he's a quarterback that's going to keep your head afloat, keep your head above water, but he's not going to get you across the river. And that's just how it is. And I seen something too. It was funny actually on Twitter. They were talking about that the Indianapolis Colts, they still haven't recovered from Andrew Luck, truthfully. And I think that's somewhat true, honestly, man, because Andrew Luck, he was a dog. I liked Andrew Luck when he was a quarterback, but they say he still hasn't recovered. And they said like the Colts is in a bad breakup right now. This is what the streets are saying now. This is what the streets is telling you. So I'm just the messenger right now. If you're a Colts fan, I'm sorry, but look, I'm just the messenger of what's going on with the Indianapolis Colts. But hopefully Sam Ehlinger can actually come out and ball, man. I think it would be dope. I'm glad that he has an opportunity. I'm a person who loves to thrive off opportunity, so I love when other people get that opportunity to showcase what they're about. So hopefully the Colts can do it. But look, we'll take a quick break. We're coming back with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Steph Curry in the mix. So we'll be back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, so the Milwaukee Bucks the other night, man, they beat down on the Brooklyn Nets, actually. And Giannis finished with 43 points and 14 rebounds. Now, this is the year we see the Bucks and the Warriors in the finals. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna play any more games with you. I've been wanting to see this matchup for some time. I'm excited to see this matchup, and I'm excited that both teams are top dogs in their conference, and there's a lot of competition. Of course, I love competition as well. But nobody's gonna beat the Bucks when Giannis and his squad is healthy, because we've seen Giannis take his team to the conference finals and damn near went back to the finals against a great Boston Celtics team. Damn, a great Boston Celtics team. And he almost won in 7 games. Didn't have his co-star Chris Middleton. It possibly could have been a completely different game if he was healthy. But I'm not going to sit here and bore you with the if statements, because that's always, in any scenario, relevant, the if statements. But my reason why I say this is because Giannis, his evolution in the game of basketball has been absolutely tremendous. Remember 3 years ago when we were talking about, oh man, if Giannis gets this knockdown shot, it's a wrap. Or if Giannis can knock down anything, if he can start making shots instead of becoming a distinct shooter, it's going to get nasty. If he get a mid-range on him, if he get a 3-point shot, if he can start making, it's going to get ugly. Well, we are at that time. We're at that time. Giannis is knocking these shots down now. Inside the arc, he's become a much better shooter, a shot maker, I should say. Not necessarily a shooter. I correct myself. He's become a shot maker. Even from the 3-point line, he's become a shot maker. You might not see it in his percentage when you look at the totals and see all the numbers of him constantly improving and everything, but you can see that he's beginning to knock down shots. And inside the arc, his game has expanded from footwork that he can do, from being able to create a shot. Instead of playing force ball and just trying to muscle a defender all game, Giannis has been able to explore and expand his game inside the arc, which I love. He's become unstoppable. He's the best player in the NBA right now. And there's no way that any team is going to stop him or Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday and the rest of these guys on the Milwaukee Bucks if they are healthy. Nobody's going to beat the Bucks. I just don't see it happening. They're too well-rounded. They got shooters. They got a guy who can distribute, who can get to the paint, who can score, who can do almost everything on the floor. And now he's beginning to shoot the ball and make shots from the perimeter consistently. And it's getting nasty. It's getting bad for the rest of the league. I'm just telling you, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're going to go to the NBA Finals. It's happening. It's happening, and it's time for them to play the Golden State Warriors, the top dogs over in the Western Conference. That's what we're gonna see. I'm just ready to see it happen. It's about time. Nobody in the Western Conference is clearly proven to be as proven as the Warriors, or as accomplished as the Warriors, and play such a golden brand of basketball as the Warriors, because the scheme, the depth, and the skill and the chemistry gives the Golden State Warriors an edge. And kind of the same thing with the Milwaukee Bucks as well. But the chemistry, there's no core in the NBA right now that's been together longer than Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. No other core that's won 4 rings together so far in the league that has been playing with each other for the past decade, besides Klay, Steph, and Draymond. So the chemistry is already outweighing every other team. They got so many teams beat off of playing together, off of just having the same team and playing with the same team, playing with the same guys, playing with the same core. And then you mentioned the depth that the Warriors have, bringing in the young guys like Wiggs and Poole, who've been absolute dogs, won the championship together, still found their role, being able to easily adjust into this system that Steve Kerr has implemented. Like this team has so much depth. They got the chemistry and then the scheme that Steve Kerr has implicated. Steve Kerr, pause just for a second. We got to pause just for a second, because Steve Kerr does not get enough credit for what he has done for this Golden State Warriors team. I don't think people understand the basketball intelligence that Steve Kerr possesses, because it's immaculate from his time. And credit to him. Again, just credit to Steve Kerr, because His time from playing with Michael Jordan, from being coached under Greg Popovich, from being coached under Phil Jackson has proven to all come to light right now with this Golden State Warriors team. He's playing a golden brand of basketball that everyone loves to witness. And he's implemented one of the most free-flowing schemes in today's game. It's immaculate to watch. And when you want to watch good basketball, you need to cut on the Golden State Warriors because that's what you will see. But Steve Kerr needs his flowers. I'm excited. This is my early prediction. I had to touch on it. I had to touch on it before we got too far in the season of my early prediction for the NBA Finals. I'm picking the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors to finally battle it out in the finals. I don't see any other teams in their conference that are a true premier threat of what both of these teams bring. From the Warriors, bringing all the chemistry, the depth, and the scheme that they have, and playing with those same core guys, nobody is going to contest the Warriors. I don't care how good they look in the preseason, the postseason, or the preseason and the regular season. The postseason is a completely different game. And in terms of the Bucks, they've won rings together as well, so they have chemistry and they have hell of depth over there. They got crazy amount of depth in that roster, and they have the best player in the NBA right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that's my take. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, as a matter of fact. I appreciate it. All right, let's do it, man. Look, we got to catch the NFL because we got week 8 predictions in. We got some news coming up as well. So stay tuned. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Hey, don't forget to call in as well. If you heard something or you're thinking about something, you just want to get it off your chest, man, go ahead and give us a call and we'll touch on that. We'll be right back with some news. We just touched on Steph Curry with some news and also with the week 8 predictions. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Damn it, Russell Wilson, if you lose this game after doing high knees on an owl when your ass was supposed to be asleep, what the hell, bro? Take your ass to sleep and get ready for the game. Learn how to complete a goddamn pass. I swear to you, if the Broncos, I swear to you, I kid you not, I'm telling you. If the Broncos... Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. As I mentioned, man, let's touch into our news and then the predictions. So news for The Run. We have Chiefs DN Frank Clark was suspended for violating the personal conduct policy in the NFL. The suspension will cause him to miss week 9 and week 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs because they have a bye week here in week 8. The Baltimore Ravens, they will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today for Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. You can hear my prediction for that in just a second. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. You just got to hear why. But the MLB, the World Series, will kick off on Friday between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. I need the Astros to win this game here. Yes, I do, because, you know, people, they've been clowning the Astros ever since they won that first World Series about cheating and the cheating scandal. So I need the Astros to prove right now that it wasn't fluke, unless they're cheating again. But the Los Angeles Lakers, they lost to the Denver Nuggets last night, 111-99. And then the Lakers, they're still looking for their first win of the season as they move to 0-4. Poor tragic Lakers. But let's do it, man. Hey, you know, let's set the mood. Let's set the mood. Let's do it. All right. The NFL predictions. Week 8. I guess this is a safe week to say, you know, I don't need to recover. I recovered in week 7. We finished with 10-4 in week 7 last week. Week 6 before that was absolutely awful. I think it was 8. I think I was negative for the first time this season. So I don't know. Let's keep it going. This is a weird week though. I got a lot of away teams in this matchup, but I'm confident. I'm confident in picks. Let's do it. Thursday Night Football, the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers have failed to meet expectations so far this season, week after week. So I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. Easily. These teams don't see each other too often, but the Ravens, they've won 4 of the last matchups. And the last time the Buccaneers won was 2004. Or 2002, correction, even though they don't see each other a lot. So keep that in mind. Ravens win this ball game today for Thursday Night Football. And then Sunday, we have the Denver Broncos and the Jaguars. What did I say was going to happen to the Denver Broncos? Last week I told you they were going to lose to the Jets, and what exactly happened? They gave away the game, as I've been saying they love doing so far this season. So I can't find myself to choose the Jaguars in this situation. I think the Broncos are actually going to win it, even though they've been struggling so far this season. But look, let me tell you why. Actually. So stay tuned. Look, Bleacher Report released the report. Actually, let's take a second. All right, Bleacher Report, they released a report that said Russell Wilson told the reporters he spent 4 hours working out and rehabbing on a flight to London because they play in London this week. And they said he was doing high knees in the aisleway while his teammates was on the plane sleep. This shit is crazy. I kid you not. This is an official report from Bleacher Report. This motherfucker Russell Wilson was doing high knees in the plane. How the hell can you lose after doing this? So Broncos, if y'all lose this game after Russell Wilson. Damn it, Russell Wilson, if you lose this game after doing high knees on the aisle when your ass was supposed to be asleep, what the hell, bro? Take your ass to sleep and get ready for the game. Learn how to complete a goddamn pass. I swear to you, if the Broncos, I swear to you, I kid you not, I'm telling you, if the Broncos lose this game, if they lose this game and it's Russell Wilson's fault, no, not even Russell Wilson's fault. If Russell Wilson finds a way to lose this game after being up all night on this damn flight, disturbing his teammates, doing high knees in the middle of the aisle, I would never pick the Broncos to win any game for the rest of the season. And I mean that. That's a promise I will keep to you 100%. High knees in the middle of the aisle on a flight, man, if you don't sit your ass down, come on, Russ. Come on now. I like Russell Wilson. I've always been a fan, but that is some of the corniest shit I've ever heard. That is ridiculous. They better win just because of that. Just because his ass was doing high knees down the aisle. that don't make sense. All right, look. I can't fathom. I can't take that into my mind right now. I want to move forward, but my mind is really pulling me back. So let's keep going with the games because we got more games to get through. So let's do it. All right. So Broncos are going to win that game between the Jaguars. But let's do it. You got the Panthers and the Falcons. I already mentioned my Atlanta Falcons is going to win this division. We're going to beat the Panthers as well. The Panthers, they beat the Buccaneers last week, but this is our time to beat the Panthers now because we're a better football team and we're going to win this division. So the Atlanta Falcons win this game here at home in Atlanta. Cowboys and the Bears, going with the Cowboys to win this game. Does it really need an explanation? No. The Dolphins and the Lions, does it really need an explanation? No. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins. They got Tua Tagovailoa back. It's an easy win against a terrible defense in the Detroit Lions. So I'm going with the Miami Dolphins to win this ball game. The Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is a close game here. I'm expecting a good game, I should say this, but I do think the Arizona Cardinals will steal this game from the Minnesota Vikings. I wouldn't be surprised. But with the Cardinals and their offense, DeAndre Hopkins made a huge difference last week. The Cardinals put up the most points they put up this season, and I'm predicting that they kind of go out, start snapping in this offense as well with the Minnesota Vikings or against the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to win this ball game. Raiders, Saints, and then we'll do Patriots, Jets, take a quick break there. All right, so the Raiders and the Saints, I think the Raiders are going to win this ball game here. These teams also don't see each other too often. And the Raiders, they got to steal this one here. And I think this game is ultimately going to come down to just big plays. Who can make the big plays at the right timing? The timing, as we talked about earlier. Hopefully the Raiders can do that. They have more explosive players. They have such a talented offense. And they have not been living up to the expectations. But I think the Raiders are going to pull this game off. I'm going with a lot of road teams because the Patriots and the Jets, I'm going with the Patriots as well. But this matchup here, this is the divisional matchup. And this is a Patriots win. The Jets ain't beat the Patriots since 2015. And to put that in perspective, Steph Curry had just won his first NBA championship in 2015. The last 12 matchups, the Jets have lost. So this was an easy Patriots win, or easy vote for me to pick the Patriots. And I think they're going to outcoach them. But hey, let's move on. We'll take a quick break, and then we will jump into the Steelers and the Eagles. You already know who we're going with, but we got more coming up. So look, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll jump into our predictions. Maybe I'll surprise you with the Steelers and the Eagles, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more predictions. All right, let's do it, man. Hey, to kick off the predictions again, or to bring back the predictions, we got the Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, I don't even need to explain this. I was trying to hype it up before the break. I was trying to hype it up before the break to make it seem as if this was gonna be a better game, but I think the Eagles have this under control easily. They're gonna continue this streak, and it's very impressive, quite honestly. But the Eagles win this game against the Steelers here. The Titans and the Texans. I think the Titans pulled this game off, even though they are on the road. And then the Commanders and the Colts. The Commanders are going to win this ball game. I still have no faith in the Colts, even though they're going to start Sam Ehlinger. I'm happy that Sam Ehlinger gets to finally get some shine in, prove what he's been doing in the dark is going to come to light. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. But part of me wanted to really go with the Colts just because they have a new quarterback starting in, and I want to cheer for him, and I want to cheer for his success. But Carson Wentz is going to bring this home. The Commanders are going to win this ball game in Indianapolis, and I think the Commanders win. All right, now the Rams and the 49ers. The Rams are at home this game. The Rams have continued to be inconsistent. They're very shaky, but this is a bounce-back week for the Rams. Because they had a bye week. They had a bye week. Correction. Yeah, the Rams had a bye week. And they're going to be playing against this tough 49ers defense. And I guess you could say it's a bounce-back week because they lost to the 49ers earlier in week 4. I think the same thing is going to happen. The 49ers, they sacked Matthew Stafford 7 times in week 4. And I'm almost positive the same thing is going to happen because the Niners still have a top 5 defense, and their offense is not shaky at all. So I think they're going to win this ball game. The San Francisco 49ers end up winning against the Rams. All right, now let's go to the Giants and the Seahawks. Only a couple more games left here. I got the Giants winning this game. I like what they're doing so far. But the Seahawks, they will be tough to beat at home, truth be told. The 12th man is always hard to beat when you got that guy there with you and that heavy loaded crowd. But I think the Giants continue this winning streak, continue to impress everybody, and they're establishing themselves more and more because the more I've doubted the Giants, the more they've continued to prove me wrong. So now, hey, I'm actually backing up with you guys in the New York Giants. I think they come out and they win this ball game on the road here over the Seahawks. Now let's do it because the Packers and the Buffalo Bills, the last game for Sunday, and then we just have Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers is going to lose his 4th straight game. It's no debate about it here. It's as simple as the Bills winning and getting the job done. Aaron Rodgers and his team has clearly not been there at all. I put it that way. They just have not been there. They don't have the skill. They don't have the guys. And they don't look good. So easy win for the Buffalo Bills here. And then for Monday Night Football, we have the Bengals and the Browns. I think the Browns end up winning this game in this divisional matchup here. The Bengals, they're finding a rhythm and winning 2 back-to-back. But the Browns have won 4 of the last matchups and will continue to win these streaks. So I think the Browns end up winning this ball game over the Buffalo Bills, over the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns are going to win this ball game, and the Browns are at home as well, so I think they take this win. But look, man, that is all I have. I greatly appreciate you tuning in, man. Hey, be sure, send this to a friend, a cousin, a brother, an uncle, a sister. If I talked about a fan's team and you know them, send it to them, clown them, have fun, embrace it. But, hey, I greatly appreciate you tuning in with me, man. Hey, be sure to follow me on Twitter as well, Instagram, at The Run Podcast. Follow my personal at I am Manny Wilson as well. And also, too, man, be sure to, I'm trying to use Twitter more, so follow the Twitter also. But follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube at The Run Podcast. I don't know if you noticed, but we do video as well for the podcast now. Now. So check that out as well if you like to listen on YouTube. But hey, until then, we will be back later on next week, and so on and so on and so on.